The first section that we are going to see is the database diagram for the system, which is made up of 5 tables, which are the user tables, which stores the user login information, which is linked to the role table, which specify what level of access that the user can have. For example, if he is an administrator, a super administrator, or a normal client. A super administrator, it will have all the features an administrator has, but he can also create administrator. We have also booking table, which has linked to a flights table, and also the flight table has a link to the airports table. The airport will basically list down all the airports that all the flights can go to, and the booking table will have all the flights inside of it. Now, for the bookings table, we will have the number of kids, number of kids available, number of adults, and if he has an extra luggage or not. Should we have in the future, in addition, for example, prices, this would affect the price. Going over the code, welcome to Travel Agency application. Here we have the login form, which consists the user and the password, and we do first of all the register as a new user. And we'll start by typing the details in the text boxes, and we click submit button, which a message box will show up saying successful created user, and we have to test if the user and the password are valid in the login form, and by clicking the login button, which are valid. Then we have two buttons which are manage details and new bookings. By starting the manage details, I can update the details of the client, example address, and update the details, which is a message saying successfully update user. And you can see how when I click OK, it will update the details. And there's a new booking example, number of kids, which I do 2, and adults 5, and they need the extra luggage. And the booking will submit the booking, and by showing up a pop-up box like that saying the booking successfully made, and you can see in the view, and it will show the booking which the client already made, and you can delete also the booking. By trying to do an admin this time, and a login and message saying invalid username and password, or we try another one which were valid this time, so it's worked. This is the admin form, which have 4 buttons, you can see over here, which are airports, flights, users, and bookings. And we start by airports. By starting to add a new airport in the text box, for example Munich, and we can add the airport in the view, and it goes into the data view, and by deleting the button, for example deleting Munich. And then we have the flights, which can create, for example, departure date we choose from the date, for example tomorrow until the 22nd of May from Malta to Heathrow, and we submit the details. As you can see, it will show right below. We can also delete flights as well, for example this one. Next we have the users. We have details, and by clicking, so we put details. So we'll try another one. And we can also submit the details which is successfully created by the user, and you can see below which is created, and you can see below and also created, and you can also delete from the database, for example the last one. And finally we have the bookings. We do number of kids, we write number 1, and number of adults, and they don't need the extra luggage. And we have the client, which was already made. We choose from here, and you can see we have the client which is already made before, and we have the booking which is already made, and when I click submit, it will show a message box showing booking successfully made, and it shows in the view. We can also delete the booking. You can see, for example, the number 10, can delete it. By concluding this program, in the right hand side of the Solution Explorer, there is a file which called definitions. You can see those 5 classes, which are airport, booking, flight, role, and the user. One of the 5 classes, I would choose the user. By starting, we have the class, as you can see, public class user. We can see properties, the getters and setters of every category. We have the constructor, which is one empty and the overloaded, and we can see the ADO.NET by giving the string of SQL, which are insert, delete, update, select, and statements. Enjoy and have a good flight.